Has she been in some kind of accident? Would you like me to phone someone?
I'll take care of it.
The boy quickly pulls out the rescue note, but the man snatches it away. The man grabs the boy hard as people nearby start shouting that they're calling the police. Panicking, the man throws the boy to the ground and speeds off alone. The boy lies motionless on the roadside. Rain starts to fall. A stranger stays with him and covers him with a blanket until the police arrive. A gentle female officer lifts the boy into the patrol car and begins asking questions. The boy is too terrified to speak. After many tries, the officer asks, "Do you have a mom?"
Okay, good. Does she have another name?
The boy answers yes, but he can't remember her name or where she is. The officer patiently asks what his room looks like and what his home is near.
Skylight? Okay, excellent. So you live in a house with a skylight?
Mom's not a house.
Okay.
It's
Yeah?
Finally, the boy gives the key clue. His home is a shed. The officer asks how he got here. The boy says his mom told him to jump when the truck stopped, but he could only do it on the third stop. The officer immediately narrows it down to an area with 3 traffic lights. Police begin searching every shed in that zone. A patrol car stops outside one house. The boy feels it instantly. He presses against the window and starts pounding. Out of the darkness, a familiar figure runs toward him. It's his mother.
I don't want to be dead.
You're just pretending to be dead. Say, Steph.
Why would a mother force her child to play dead? Because she has been trapped by a predator in a tiny room for 7 years. She calmly teaches the boy how to hide inside a rug, how to roll, and how to jump from a moving truck. They share one final hug. The door opens. She stuffs the boy into the rug.
You can do this.
Antibiotics. What are you doing?
The man enters. The mother collapses and says the child is dead. The man hesitates, then believes her. The boy recently had a fever, and the man refused to take him to a hospital.
He could go into convulsions at any
Shut up!
minute.
Let
He
me
needs
think.
antibiotics.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll get him some tomorrow night.
No, you need to take him to the ER right now.
Stop
You can't
it,
wait until
there.
tomorrow night. Please, I'm begging you.
He decides to take the body out to bury it. The mother begs him not to bury the child in the yard. Panicked, he agrees. He carries the rug outside. Mother and son lock eyes. This is the boy's first time seeing the outside world. He nearly gives himself away by breathing. He holds it in. The man loads him into a pickup truck and drives off.
Truck. Wiggle out. Jump. Run. Somebody.
The boy waits. The truck stops twice. He rolls out of the rug. Then he looks up. A massive sky. A real world. Everything his mother promised was true.
What? You want me to do what? You slut!
At that moment, Joy completely broke down. Her sudden, frantic behavior scared the thugs away. When everyone was gone, Joy curled up alone in the corner. That same day, she saw a man looking for a place to rent. Almost instinctively, Joy walked up to him. She invited him to see the room. His name was Mark. Before long, he rented the place. From that moment on, Joy's world began to revolve around him. Watching the young, handsome Mark every day, she felt like she was falling in love again. She started taking extra care of her appearance. A pink headscarf, bright lipstick. The smile in the mirror made her believe she was needed again. She began to cross boundaries. She made coffee for Mark using a spoon she had licked. As she watched him drink it, Joy smiled, strangely satisfied. When Mark wasn't home, she secretly slipped into his room. She searched his backpack, smelled his clothes. She sprayed on his cologne. She even put his toothbrush into her mouth. Everything about Mark became her obsession. To create moments alone, she deliberately asked Mark to bring her a towel while she was showering. She dressed up on purpose, pretending it was casual, and asked him to take her for a drive. Joy believed they would eventually end up together. Until that day, the former tenant suddenly came back. She immediately saw the truth. Joy and Mark were not a couple at all. Even more cruel, the former tenant and Mark were close in age. After just a few words, sparks flew. Before long, they became a couple. Joy hid in the corner, watching everything unfold. The next day at the table, Joy held a glass of juice. Her hand trembled slightly. The juice spilled, not by accident. It poured straight onto the former tenant. At that moment, the real nightmare had only just begun. She deliberately licked the coffee spoon of her male tenant. She also put his toothbrush into her own mouth. All of this, the tenant Bob had no idea about. Joyce began secretly observing everything he did. The note Bob casually threw into the trash. As soon as he left, Joyce immediately retrieved it and read it over and over. Until that day, a few thugs came to harass Joyce. They deliberately humiliated her. At that moment, Bob stepped up.
What's the matter to you?
Well, she's just a sweet old woman. I was thinking maybe you guys could leave her alone, never come back, you know?
He defended her and drove the thugs away. In that moment, Joyce became even more obsessed with Bob. But then, something unexpected happened. Joyce's friend Sarah suddenly came to visit, young, talkative, about the same age as Bob. After a few conversations, the two quickly sparked a connection. Soon, they confirmed their romantic relationship. Joyce saw the whole scene clearly. The next morning, at the breakfast table, Joyce held a glass of juice. Her hand slipped. The juice spilled all over Sarah. It looked like an accident, but somehow it didn't. Afterward, Sarah went to talk to Joyce. She didn't understand. This once gentle woman had become so cruel. Joyce's answer sent chills down her spine.
The guests fornicate while the lady of the house is trying to sleep.
Look, I was just trying to learn more about him for your sake.
Oh, look at you. Little orphan Annie. Sacrificing herself for the old lady who throws herself at every man she sees because she can't face the fact she has no one.
Not long after, Sarah met Joyce's neighbor. She wanted to ask about Joyce's past.
Baby, she was pregnant, you know, until Fred found out about it. What do you mean? She tried to hide it until she couldn't. She knew that Fred didn't like kids. He got so mad. He told her to get rid of him.
Then, Joyce suddenly shouted, telling Sarah to come back. Joyce walked straight into the neighbor's house. Her tone was gentle, her demeanor friendly. The next second, a pillow was pressed down hard.
What does her chest look like?
She's covering it with the apron.
I thought you said she took it off. Take it from her.
He says I gotta take the apron from you.
The situation was far from over, as the police officer on the other end of the line made even more outrageous demands. He ordered Becky to perform various movements to see if any hidden money would shake loose. Before long, Ivan's girlfriend Sandra walked in to check on his work. Hearing the noise, Ivan quickly moved away from Becky, and Becky immediately put on an apron. When Sandra entered, she saw Becky wearing the apron, but acted as if she had noticed nothing. Ivan knew the officer's request had gone too far, but out of fear, he only glanced guiltily at Sandra and didn't dare tell the truth. Sandra took the phone and asked the police officer how the situation was progressing.
Sandra, you gotta help me.
Why are you talking to me? Can you see I'm on the phone? Sit down.
Sandra's impatience completely crushed Becky's last hope of asking for help. The call continued, and the man asked Ivan whether Sandra had left. Any smart person could understand the implication, but Ivan seemed not to. Before the man could give further instructions, a notification sounded that the phone was out of credit, leaving only 1 minute of call time.
Hello, Officer Daniels. You there?
Hey, I got a situation here at Rebecca's house, Evan.
If I lose you,
You want to call back?
you have 30 seconds left on this card.
Hello?
Hearing the alert, the man tried to reassure Ivan while frantically recharging his phone. Whether the man's acting was convincing or not didn't matter. What mattered was that Ivan never questioned his identity from start to finish. After that, the man used various excuses to make Ivan do things with no moral bottom line. Perhaps it was the alcohol, or perhaps it was the instinct to satisfy his own desires. On the surface, Ivan hesitated, but in reality, he cooperated completely. As for the victim, Becky, there was only one explanation. She had been brainwashed so deeply that she obeyed blindly and dared not resist.
Evan will have to spank you, right? For being bad? And then you can do something nice for him. Can you do that? Can you take your punishment and do something nice for his assisting the police?
Yes, sir.
Good girl. Now I want you to give him back the phone.